everybody, it's Dr. Nicole Freels here. I wanted to show you this awesome case of, it appears to be a really severe fungal infection that has got like large blistering, and it has progressed very, very quickly. It started as small, tiny little bumps, and then in a period of 3 weeks, it has just blown up, and it continues to kind of just travel all over the foot. Kind of come in, take a look. What we're getting ready to do is take care of this blister, because what I want to do is puncture it, drain out any fluid, because if we let this fester, that fluid continues to expand and necrose, which means kill the tissue underneath the blister, underneath the roof. Because normally you're like, okay, if it's a small blister, leave it intact because it's a sterile barrier, but this, I'm afraid, is just going to continue to take over the toe. So I'm going to release this fluid, and then we're going to culture it, send it to the lab to see if in fact it is fungus. Sometimes we can have more than one microbe or more than one infection occurring. You just are finishing Bactrim, which is a bacteria, covers a bacterial infection, not going to touch the fungal infection. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to prep it with a little bit of betadine. I did not numb it. We don't need to. It's just a blister. I'm not going to get into the deeper layers. This has actually been painful enough for him already because it's raised up. Clean that up a little bit. Now, I know you guys are already going to comment that I'm not wearing a, quote, smock, but this isn't going to explode everywhere. Watch me say that and it's going to. So I just want to, just a gentle stick with, get that ready. Okay, here we go. There you can see it going already. Now we got it. Real important to try to get inside of it. I'm sorry if that's a little tender. Doing great. You can pick up many microbes that are already on the skin, but the lab is really good discerning between what is normal skin flora and what shouldn't be there, if that makes sense. So just gonna inspect a little bit here. You can see it came out immediately. And that's what happens. These, it's called vesicular tinea pedis, or athlete's foot, and once these little teeny bubbles start, they fill with fluid. They itch, so people scratch them, and that fluid bursts from the little bump, and guess what? It just continues to spread. My concern, and the reason why I'm culturing it, because normally I'd be like, okay, let's do an antifungal, something like Lamisil, and we're doing some soaking as well. One of the things is Epsom salts infused with lemongrass. Lemongrass is going to help the inflammation because it's going to reduce the redness, and then the Epsom salts is going to dry it out. That's what we got to do. Plus, there's an antifungal property called tea tree oil in it, and then he's going to use Heal, which is that the stick of antifungal with urea that's going to debride all this off. The betadine is going to be just for the wound only, temporary. You're going to come back in a week. We'll go over the culture results. And hopefully at that point, the relax and the Heal has stabilized everything and starting to reverse it, and the skin's kind of coming back to look more normal. And if there's something that's continuing to progress, then we'll put you on an oral medication called Lamisil. Again, once that culture comes back, I'll be able to know what's if there's anything else growing in there. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will do a follow-up video next week. Don't forget, follow the channel. See ya.